What's going on, guys? Nathan with Technology Smash back with another video. And today I wanted to go through this kind of time-lapse quick process of me installing the full skin on my Nintendo Switch from Dbrand. So we'll have some sped up moments, and here we go. So the first thing that I had to do was put on the skins for the Joy-Con. You'll see my head pop in and out a few times just because I wanted to get it perfect no matter if I was filming or not. These Joy-Cons are actually pretty easy to do, and I really love this. I think it's called dot matrix or matrix, this skin that I put on these. You need a hairdryer to smooth things out, but everything will be explained in the Dbrand video that they made on how to put these skins on. So all these little edges and corners you kind of have to smooth out and heat up with the hairdryer so that they come down smooth. But any skin I've ever had, as soon as it's smooth and it's kind of stuck down, it really stays there until you purposely peel it off. So the right Joy-Con is first. I have the full wraparound design. It also comes, and you can see on the bottom left corner there, with a two-piece design. This one covers the whole Joy-Con basically though. So really easy process for the Joy-Cons, and I really like the way they turned out. It looks really great. So definitely, I would say the simplest part of this installation, and also the most satisfying looking. They feel great in the hand after I'm all done, and I just really like that new design. So again, the hardest part is probably these corners that you have to heat up and kind of smooth over. But really, the Joy-Cons, like if you're just going to buy the Joy-Con skins, not intimidating whatsoever. So this is what they look like, completely done. You can see front, back, pretty much perfectly installed on these ones. There's some other parts of this that I don't install completely perfect, but that one was about dead on. So the second part we're going to do here, at first I thought it was the actual dock, and I'm looking for the game slot here, but it actually was the console. So first we're going to put on the game slot sticker, which covers over the flap, and then the kickstand here. Now this red color is usually a matte type of finish on other skins I've bought, because I really love red and black mixed together. This is more of a glossy red, so keep that in mind. I think the skins are a little bit different for the Switch, because at first when they came out, Dbrand had mentioned that they were having problems with the Switch getting ruined by getting them removed, so they took like a year or something to research and figure it all out, and now the skins shouldn't have any problems. So you kind of have to follow along with the video. That's where you kind of see me reaching up frequently to pause and restart videos over and over. So everything just takes more or less time smoothing out and just making sure you do it right. Because if you're like me, you're going to notice little mistakes, and you can kind of see it looks great as soon as as long as you take your time and follow the video. It's not as intimidating as it seems like it would be. But you just need to be as accurate as you can, or if it doesn't bother you that much, there's going to be little mistakes that you can't really get around that you'll be fine with either way. So this one, there's a lot of vents or a lot of cutouts and things to kind of smooth out, including little skinny pieces. So take your time making sure that this is as accurate as possible, because it's going to fit the rest of the skin. And then the screen itself has a sticker over the whole thing to help kind of line it up. They tell you how to easily peel stuff off and be really careful so you don't tear the skin. And this is one of the pieces that you get one piece. You don't get multiple, so you got to be careful with certain ones. Certain things you get multiple parts of just in case, and also for different fits and things like that. So really you're just smoothing out around the edges, and then also around the sides where it's going to fit around ports and screw holes and things like that. The Joy-Cons are the only things that you need the hairdryer for, so that's nice. You don't have to apply it to anything else during the installation. So you can see now it's all red, and it looks really nice. I do wish it was the matte red, but the glossy still looks great, and you'll see when it's all done how nice it looks. So the two flaps are covered even, and they come away easily. There's no skins in the way, and this is all pressed down perfectly. There's not any reason to think that it's going to come up. So now we're going to do the actual dock. So this will have a red around the border, and then I got that new like hexagon honeycomb pattern for the face, and you'll see, and I love the way that looks. So this also obviously is the glossy. This one took a little bit of time just because you're supposed to keep tearing out pieces of paper underneath and then moving along with the skin as you go. So you see those sections that I'm pulling out over and over. You kind of pull out one section at a time. So this one lined up pretty well. That thin part of the dock in the very bottom of the screen is kind of hard because you need to make sure that you don't tear it because it is kind of thin. But again, as long as you're going at your own pace and you're watching the video, pausing it when you need to, you should be fine. There shouldn't be a whole lot of room for error. It's really more about patience. If you're going to be quick about this, you're going to mess up. So make sure to take your time. This whole thing took me probably a good 45 minutes at least. My camera died midway, so I have a couple of cuts here. And that's just how it is, you know. So it fits around the entire outside of the dock here, and you can see looks really nice. The red is nice. So now we're going to move on to the front piece. So the first and biggest part here, and they said to peel this from, well, the two inside pieces first, stick it to the back because you'll need those in a minute. And then this, it said to make sure you peel from the bottom right. You can see the S cutout stuck a little bit there. You got to just, again, be really slow and meticulous. And then you can kind of fit it around. This is that newest pattern that they just came out with and actually has a texture to it. Really cool. I love the way this looks. The Joy-Cons in the front of this are definitely my favorite. You can kind of see there, it's got that honeycomb pattern. And the Switch logo, even right here, would be perfect for me. I would leave it out if I wanted to, but I do have the reds to fit in. This is by far the worst and most difficult part. You have to peel each individual letter out of this material, and you can see this is sped up at 500%, and this is how long it's taken me to get the S out. Luckily, you do come with a whole bunch of backups, and I actually have some of them right here with me. Let me see how many extras I had while we're waiting for that. So you have 3 total words that say Switch. So every letter you have 3 cutouts of, and then you have 3 cutouts of the front Switch logo. They say on the video that it's because certain ones might fit better, so start with the bottommost one and then work your way around if they don't fit the same way. But you kind of do each individual letter, you put it on the edge of the white 3M paper and kind of fit it in and then smooth it out. This is the main reason this is hard is because it's actually, you can see how much of a struggle I am having just getting it off of the paper. Again, this might be where your patience might run out a little bit, like mine was starting to, but meticulous. Just take your time and you'll get it done eventually. And if you mess up or tear one of the letters, you have 2 more copies to do it through. So they really give you a lot of room for error. So all the letters are in. Now we're going to fit in the middle part of the Switch skin. Again, this is that glossy red. So it's got the red and black offset of each other. And then this side is just a border that you are going to put a red dot in the middle, and then you'll put a black dot in the middle of the other one. So this is where those pieces that we originally took off and stuck to the back come into play. So you put them in. These are those honeycomb pattern again. So to me, this is like the best looking one that they've made besides that Matrix one. I really like that too, that are on the Joy-Cons. So you kind of fit those into the dots, and that's pretty much it. That's what the front looks like now. I mean, if you're asking me, that looks so sick. I love the way that it looks. Definitely glad with the choices I made. So here's the front of the Switch, and I'm going to snap in the Joy-Cons here, and you'll see kind of what it looks like all put together. So that black and red combo. I have a tempered glass screen protector, so that's kind of why a lot of fingerprints. Dock looks great. I can't wait to hook this all back up after this video is done, just to see it sitting in my entertainment stand. So we're all set up. So this is what it looks like, completely done. You have that dot matrix. See the precision around the screw holes. Everything's almost perfectly lined up. I did a good job with the Joy-Cons, and the console has a little bit of issue on the top right of the screen. Nothing too bad. You can't tell on video. I mean, there's not much more to say. I think that if you're thinking about doing this, you definitely should. If you take your time and you're just really patient, it should be just fine. So here's my combination. Let me know if you guys have one in the comments below or what you're going to get. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.